Hi, this is Rudy Jones of PalmettoStateBaseball.com. Welcome to the South Carolina Baseball video recap for Tuesday, April the 29th. Sorry I'm a little late getting this started tonight. I went to the South Carolina Charleston Southern game and had to come home so I could do my recording. But we will get into this as to what's going on, what happened tonight in college baseball in South Carolina. Up in Greensboro, Coastal Carolina got an early lead and went on to beat UNC Greensboro 8-2. Sebastian Alexander drove in 3 runs for the Chanticleers, who are now 35-11, and the bullpen went 6 shutout innings to beat UNC Greensboro. Over in Rock Hill, Winthrop hit 3 home runs and run-ruled Queens by a score of 25-0 in 7 innings. Chaz Grossington drove in 6 runs for the Eagles, who are now, I believe they're 26-21. I'm trying to find, I don't have my sheet with me. This is professional, 26-21. Sorry about that. In Columbia, Jarvis Evans went 5 2/3 shutout innings, and Evan Stone had a big 2-run single in the 7th inning as South Carolina beat Charleston Southern 5-3. The Gamecocks were without Ethan Petrie, who was injured in Saturday's doubleheader at Kentucky, and also without center fielder Nathan Hall, who was dealing with a little bit of soreness for some previous injuries that were going on. So USC didn't have a whole lot of offense going on, but they were able to win. The Gamecocks are now 26-20, and Charleston Southern fell to 24-16. Up in Kingsport, Tennessee, Columbia International lost to Pikeville 3-2 in the first round of the Appalachian Athletic Conference Series tournament. The score was tied, and Pikeville pushed across a late run in the bottom of the 7th and then held on. Columbia International fell to 28-21 on the season. They play an elimination game tomorrow against Bluefield at 9 a.m. up in Kingsport. The other scores from that series, that tournament: Milligan beat Bluefield 8-2, Bryan beat St. Andrews 3-2, and Johnson beat Montreat 8-0. Now, that St. Andrews loss is notable in the fact that the school announced it would be closing at the end of this academic year. And if St. Andrews loses one more game, that's the end of their baseball program forever. So they're one game away from extinction as a baseball program, if you will say that. And how about the schedule for Wednesday? Not a whole lot going on in the state. Georgia Southern is at College of Charleston at 6 o'clock, and Wofford goes over to Rock Hill to play Winthrop at 6 o'clock. Now, there are some tournament games going on. I mentioned the Appalachian Athletic Conference tournament up in Kingsport with Bluefield playing Columbia International. The Conference Carolinas tournament opens tomorrow with 2 play-in games at Caramont Health Park in Gastonia. Now, by play-in games, these 2 games are single elimination, and the 2 winners advance to the 8-team portion, which is double elimination of the tournament. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock, Emmanuel plays Shorter, and at 5 o'clock, Mount Olive plays Keene. Also tomorrow, the HBCU Athletic Conference Tournament begins at Dickey-Stevens Park in North Little Rock, Arkansas. Dillard plays Voorhees in the opening game at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Talladega plays Wilberforce at 1. Stillman plays Southern New Orleans at 4:30. And Wiley meets Rust at 8 o'clock. That's all the action going on involving state teams on Wednesday. You can always get details at PalmettoStateBaseball.com. As soon as I post this, I'm going to update the box scores and things like that for Tuesday's game. I'll get the schedule on there. I know that a couple of conferences released their all-conference teams today, so I'm going to post that. A lot of it may happen after you go to bed, but that's fine. Just check it out when you get a chance. And always remember, you can follow me on X at Palmetto Base and read stuff at PalmettoStateBaseball.com. Again, this is Rudy Jones of PalmettoStateBaseball.com saying good night. Jesus loves you.